Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Agree or Disagree the podcast, Facebook Live, YouTube.com, Kevin Olenick, Spreaker.com, KEVOLE, Soundcloud.com, KEVOLE. Hope your Monday is going great. Well, especially since it's actually not Monday and it's actually Wednesday. So good on me for picking the right day. Every day is Monday, apparently, in my world. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to you as we head towards the weekend. And as you may or may not have been aware, and I hope you are aware, I started something called Saturday. I've titled roughly, I like the title of Saturday Stories, where I interview people and talk about their stories of how they've persevered and their gone through trials, their ups and downs, have gotten to where they are today. And of course, the debut was last Saturday, which you can check out on my podcast, Spreaker.com, KEVOLE. I interviewed a colleague, a friend named Smitty. She is started in Van Arts, the same school I went to for broadcasting. A year later than me, when I had to leave due to some personal issues and came back in September, she was there and we got along. She's a very strong personality, very passionate about whatever she does, and she has a great story. And I think you should listen to it. So I'm not going to give a lot of it away on this video, on this podcast. You need to listen to that. But one of the things that she did talk about that inspired me to think a little bit more about this conversation is we do talk a lot, and we should continue to talk about racism. And we should continue to talk about, and we talk about, and conversations need to continue to happen on sexism as well. Those are very important topics, and maybe we don't talk about them enough. Maybe we need to continue to increase the conversation. And if you say that, I agree. One that doesn't get talked about as much is the concept around ageism. And the reason I bring that up is Smitty entered the return to school factor later in life. She's in her 50s, and she experienced some interesting things around her age and her abilities to, or people questioning her abilities to do things because of her age. And I'm wondering if that's something that you've experienced. Now, that can be people feeling too old, which is something that happens in the tech industry. In the article that I've linked on Facebook, there is a gentleman who talks about that, who talks about dealing with being 72 years old in the tech industry and knowing that his days are numbered because of his age. But there's, if you're under the age of 40, there's a possibility of you not having, they're still being prosperous and successful and going into management, but not necessarily if you're over the age of 40. And he talks about in this article in Forbes magazine about how reviews are conducted. So certainly we can talk about people feeling too old, but also I wonder if people have been presented with the idea of feeling too young with their job, being promoted or getting a job in a high-end company, but going for CEO or director, you feel like you have the experience, or you feel like you have a lot to offer, but you're too young. They say you're not mature enough, you don't have enough life experience. So I'm curious if people have had that experience, what their thoughts are on that, how we should conduct that. Do we talk about this one enough? Does it need more conversation? I'm curious what you think. Again, you can go on Facebook Live, on Facebook, my Facebook, Kevin Olenick. You can comment there. YouTube.com, it will be Kevin Olenick uploaded there. We'll have the poll on Twitter at KVOLE, and you can also listen on the podcast format, Spreaker.com and Soundcloud.com. It's been an interesting day. Lots of things going on. Hope you're having a great day, and we will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.